Are you planning to take a trip this summer? I think it's fair to say we're all trying to get some much needed time away, right? Whether it's a road trip to Banff or a flight to Europe, you're bound to be sleeping overnight in some pretty unfamiliar places. So Amanda Jewson is here. A sleep expert is on the show this morning to share tips on how to get a good rest no matter where you're sleeping during travels. And honestly, I feel like I could literally just go over right on this couch right now. That's just because of our hours. I could really sleep anywhere.
I know.
But not everybody is gifted that way. So your first tip suggests, welcome first of all, by the way. Your first tip suggests it's possible to get a good rest anywhere. What can we use to make somewhere like a car more suitable for sleeping?
Totally. So, one of the things that you might want to consider for yourself is traveling with a couple of garbage bags.
Oh.
Stay with me. 2 layers of garbage.
We're getting trashy this morning.
I know. I love it. It creates blackout conditions wherever you are. And we don't like to sleep in light conditions. So, as long as it's safe, I recommend garbage bags for tricky hotel room windows or cottages, especially. Travel with some painter's tape to not impact the actual tape in the room. You might also want to invest in some lavender essential oil. So science has shown us that lavender actually calms the nervous system. When our nerves and stress levels are down, it's easier for us to fall asleep and stay asleep. And really the big one, because, we are getting together with people again, we're seeing our family and extended friends and families. Mm-hmm. You want to be thinking about white noise.
Yeah, this is big for
You
me.
don't want to be up, totally, especially at 5 a.m. when that other family is up and you're definitely not the family that's up at 5 a.m.
Yes.
That white noise is going to allow your brain to concentrate on that and not the sounds of breakfast being made.
That's so interesting you see that, because I actually have one of my player list on my Sonos is like a white noise, just like a fan sound that is just always on the loop at night. And I take that when I'm traveling too. I always have that, because you're right. Even the tiniest little sounds, it can startle you, and then there goes your sleep. You're not getting back into it. Now, 100%. Traveling with kids, that's a whole other beast to tackle. So how do you navigate bedtimes with little ones on the road who are so excited to be on the road, but you have to kind of help them calm down?
Well, the best thing that you can do is actually something at home right now. It's lightweight, it's portable, it's a bedtime routine. And it really is easy as a bath, a book, and a bed every single time. You can pack the same book that you are reading at home. You can pack a couple of those bath toys and do that everywhere you are. A good routine signals the body, hey, sleep is next. So the more that you do that for your kids, the easier it's going to be for them to fall asleep. And same for grown-ups too. If you want to incorporate a little routine for yourself, it's going to help you on the road.
Yeah, I love that. I just want to clarify. I said players list. I meant playlist on my Sonos. I'm not a player.
I didn't question. You know what? You got to do what you got to do.
I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what did I just say there? A playlist, not a players list. Okay, let's get to hotels. They can be very tricky, whether you're dealing with noise or, oh my goodness, an uncomfortable bed or a pillow. A pillow can make or break a sleep. So tell us some of your hacks for avoiding things like this to get a really good sleep.
So I live outside of Toronto. I'm in and out of Toronto all the time. These are the 2 things I do every time I'm in a hotel. Number 1, I call the day I'm going to check in and I say, put me on a high floor and put me away from the elevator. You do not want foot traffic. You don't want to hear the dinging and bells. You don't want to hear your neighbor who had the best night ever at 4 o'clock in the morning. So make sure that you're asking to be away from that elevator and on the highest floor possible. And then you are exactly right. This is a little secret that a lot of hotels don't advertise, but many have a pillow menu that you can select from. So you call and say, listen, I'm a side sleeper. Do you have any pillows best suited for me? And they'll probably bring you up 1 or 2 to try.
No
you can
way.
always call on the day of. Yeah, they have a variety and a type of pillow. So if you are on your back or side or stomach, you need a little different support based on those options.
I never understand why hotels make their pillows so big. Like, because I think think most people sleep with smaller ones. So it's like, if you're gonna just give us 2 smaller ones, and then we'll decide if we want both or not. Like, they're always just so poofy, and you always end up getting a neck ache. So I actually travel with my own pillow, but I did not know that. And this is why we have you on the show to enlighten us. Amanda, thank you so much for that. Great tips there.
Thank you.
Have a great Monday.
You.
All right, it is time for some good news. Let's get